the stage, Gersh Kuntzman and Miser! Thank you. Oh, they already paid their toll. I see you did a little costume change.
It was a contest, and I also felt it was getting a little testy between us.
It was? I'm glad you've done the helmet of failure here in New York. The Mets. Oh, you're a Mets fan? Sorry about that.
Didn't you build Shea Stadium?
I did build Shea Stadium. But you know, I did it mostly to kick out all the people that were living there. And then I was like, I guess let's build a stadium here. But they don't even play at Shea Stadium anymore. Right?
Next door.
Yeah, they play next door. All right, well, Evan, you're sitting over... Yeah, I know, you're a cat. You're sitting over here. Do you want to ask our two lovely guests a question?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so it's been a few big years, maybe, for bike infrastructure. We got the long-awaited Brooklyn Bridge bike path, right? We got a separate pedestrian crossing over the Queensboro Bridge so that bikes have their own path. And we had the mayor's corruption-fueled battle for the McGinnis Boulevard bike path, which finally has a bike lane on it in Greenpoint.
Fucking Walter Winchell over here.
Who?
He's a journalist.
Gersh, let's start with you. How do you celebrate the wins in this world?
Do you want me to do a dance? We celebrate the wins and we keep fighting, I guess. I wouldn't call that a win if you really think about the last thing he mentioned was the McGinnis Boulevard bike lane really only succeeded because of the corruption of the Adams administration. His chief aide, Ingrid Lewis-Martin, was indicted for not just taking a bribe, but also the bribe included a one-line appearance on The Godfather of Harlem. Hold your applause. In which she appeared opposite Forrest Whitaker, and that's how the Argento family, allegedly, was able to stop that bike lane. So it's not much to celebrate there.
It's also a laughably small bribe, right? Like $10,000? Like, this is the financial capital of the fucking world. What are we doing?
You didn't see Godfather of Harlem. I mean, she was spectacular.
I think they got a catered lunch too, right? Some lunch got catered.
They got some oysters.
Pretty huge.
I would do anything to be on Godfather of Harlem. Forrest Whitaker, if you are watching at home, please book me, Robert Moses, to be on the Godfather of Harlem. I will play any role.
Just stop a bike lane. You'll get on there.
Yeah, well, hey, I'd love to do that.
So we're not celebrating too hard when we get these things. Is that what I'm being told?
I mean, frankly, I can't even say that we're getting these things. I mean, there's paint and holes in the ground all over New York at this point. There's paint on 34th Street that's going nowhere. There's paint on 31st Street going nowhere. Some of Bedford Ave was just blasted off with water. So, I mean, if you think about it, New York is we have the population of 8 million people. We're like the size of Chicago, LA, Houston, and Philadelphia combined, and we build like 20 miles of bike lane a year. Is that really that impressive? I don't know. I mean, yeah. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it would be like Philadelphia building 1 mile of bike lane and then throwing a big fucking party for themselves.
Well, I was going to say, from what I do on Reddit, what I see on Reddit, it does seem like Astoria, right, where you are, is kind of, I don't know, it feels like it's leading the way in some ways in terms of accessibility around the city for neighborhoods. One, I guess, does that feel accurate? But also, can you talk a little bit about like the 34th Avenue, Bike Boulevard, and kind of what the neighborhood's transformation has been?
Yeah, so, I mean, I definitely think for the very low standard we have in New York, Astoria is definitely leading the way.
Astoria in the house.
We got some Astorians? All right, hell yeah. We have gotten probably the best bike lane in America put through this year, 31st Avenue. That's an actual win.
Yeah.
An actual win. I saw earlier today, groups of kids riding around on 31st Avenue, which is the metric of success, is when you see...
Not to him.
No. I was actually curious, when you're teaching kids to ride bikes in New York, that sounds like a dangerous proposition. You know, you might be trimming the family down a little bit.
Yeah, they probably should be sheltered in a metal cage. Yeah, for their own safety.
Hey, and then when I put my kids in a metal cage, they grow up to be all pissed at me.
It's an unfair world, Robert.
It was for your safety, darling. All right.
Yeah. But also in a story, I just want to mention that we have probably for one of the only places, definitely the only place in the country, probably the only places in the world, where we have socialists representing us at every aspect of our local government.
Boo.
That's the commie corridor.
Yeah,
They call
yeah,
that-
yeah.
The New York Times calls it the commie corridor.
Yeah.
We call it elections, but
It turns out that when you have people that care about the fucking city representing you, they do things that benefit the city. It's a wild concept.
Yeah.
But we're trying it in Astoria. We're trying it out for you.
Well, Astoria.
Yeah.
Now,
You lost it.
You lost it. I want to introduce Mr. Moses to a term I don't think he knows. What is universal daylighting?
Is that thing of when Josh Hartnett is fighting vampires in Alaska? And it's nighttime for 90 days? We all remember 30 days and 90 days a night?
well,
Yeah, applause.
I thought when you were trying to introduce a term you didn't know, I thought you were going to say compassion. But universal daylighting is simply just New York City following New York state law, which forbids the parking of any car 20 feet from the corner. We're exempted from following state law because state lawmakers, as you well know, are a bunch of craven, whatever, insert French word there. But so they want to to follow state law so that you couldn't park up to the corner, and that would allow pedestrians to see the drivers to see the pedestrians, cyclists to see each other, et cetera, et cetera. But it's being blocked.
By?
The mayor, for example,
There he is.
and Council Speaker Adrian Adams, and a number of revanchist politicians in the council.
And car drivers, let's be honest. I mean, it's mostly car drivers, including politicians who are also car drivers.
Well, they're not only car drivers, they drive or are driven everywhere, which makes it.
But
that
here's,
makes a difference.
here's the thing. When I'm driving in my car and I see a place to park, I just gotta park there.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna take away that sweet, sweet, delicious parking spot.
Yeah.
My mouth is watering just thinking about parking my car.
Yeah.
As close to the crosswalk as possible.
Or in it.
Or in it. Oh my God.
This might make you medically unwell, but daylighting is projected to take 400,000 parking spots across the city. Which,
I just want to. It's not taking anything. I mean, the
repurpose.
streets are public space, obviously, and we can purpose them
No,
anywhere. This man.
taking. He said taking. He said it, not me.
Yeah.
I mean, look, are you just telling those four, I drop you my pen. Are you just telling those 400,000 people who own a car, and maybe a couple of them own 2 cars, so maybe you're talking about 200,000 2-car owner people, that they can just suck eggs if they want to park near the street? Near the crosswalk?
well, I was going to suggest a different object, but eggs are fine too. Yeah. I mean, we got to get to the point where we can tell drivers to fuck off in this city. You know, like, fuck your car. Also, by the way, just for perspective, that 400,000 parking spots is out of a projected 5 million or something parking spots. Although I say that with air quotes because we actually don't know how many parking spots there are. Nobody kept track. We just put them everywhere.
Well, the cars
are
are a lot bigger now, so there's actually slightly fewer spots.
That's true.
But they're heavier, so.
That's true.
I mean, I drive one of those big, you know, in Mad Max where he has like 3 cars that are 1 car? That's what I'm driving. So I need about 4 to 5 parking spaces.
Yeah. That's called a coupe now, I think.
Yeah,
that's
just
a
regular
small
coupe.
car.
Well, so I know that you, Gersh, have a little bit of a war against the fake license plate.
Well, I mean, I think everybody does, right?
Now, The license plate on my car says "I Heart Bubblegum Shrimp Company," and I did steal it from that restaurant. That's okay, right?
Yeah. That shows up in the speed cameras with only no tickets at all.
Right, because that's what people are doing. They're
Yeah.
avoiding the speed cameras and the tolls and things
Yeah,
like
you
that.
go down the Canal Street at any given day, you spend $10 and you get a plate that says Big Boss or Brooklyn or whatever you want it to say, and it can't be tracked by speed cameras, it can't be tracked by tolls, and nobody's really enforcing that.
So that's a life hack. That's a little life hack you can all do. You don't have to pay for the tolls, right? I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, so
Those tolls were the ones where you got all your money from.
Exactly.
So-
I love a good toll. Don't get me started. Now, is the city enforcing that at all? Is the city doing anything for
Well,
that?
I have to say, and hold your applause. No, there actually is a lot less of this now. I thought that when congestion pricing started, there would be a huge increase in people defacing, covering, or putting a fake leaf on their plate. And it's actually, I feel like it's coming down. And one of the reasons it's come down is because the NYPD has finally told officers that if they keep covering their plate at the rate they were doing, they won't be able to have their parking permit. And they've decided that their parking permit is so much more important because then they can park anywhere they want, half on the curb, it doesn't matter, and they won't get tickets. So it's come down a little bit. So
Good.
you're welcome.
I mean, that's bad, but whatever. So, this is the point in the show where we have a call to action, where we suggest that there's anything people can do. So this we were talking about being specifically connected to universal daylighting, as you were explaining.
Yeah, there's currently, thanks entirely to advocates and journalists and not to our politicians barely at all, there is a bill in our council right now that would daylight every intersection in New York. It's called Intern 1138. Unfortunately, it needs to be called for a vote. And we also need more members. Unfortunately, we have lots of car-brained council members that need to be persuaded.
Well,
so.
it's worth anybody from the Upper West Side in the house?
That's a shock that there's two.
You call.
This isn't really an Upper West Side type
You
of crowd.
you call Gail Brewer and tell her. Gail Brewer was a councilwoman from the Upper West Side. Just took her name off that bill. She.
No, I'm saying her staff talked back and said, no, she's in support of it, just not the GOT's recommendation of it. It was like a cop-out.
She doesn't support the bill. Her name's off the bill.
No, this is what they all do. They say, I support bike lanes, just not this bike lane. Or I support building housing, just not where we're actually building housing, So it's this magical phrase where you can just say you do both things. So basically with politicians, this is not going to be a shock to anybody, but don't listen to anything Gail Brewer says. Listen to where her signature goes on the bill. If it's not on the bill, it doesn't matter. Anything they say is just nonsense.
Does anyone else have anything they want to shout from the crowd? Okay, thank you. Yes, you can scan that QR code. We may need to lean out of the way of the QR code.
Can we scan? Can we
You
scan?
can scan it. We'll leave this up also later, and you could just, tell Speaker Adams to bring that. Whatever you want to do. All right, so.